The next icon is the link to URL button. Let's just go ahead and let's say I have some text here. I want to send you to the spot where I found that awesome lorem ipsum text. I know that that's called lipsum.com, and all I have to do is select that text, link to a URL, just put that in and insert link. Now that creates a link with a yellow box around it. You can now see that when I hover over that, the text has turned blue and I get an underline, which means it'll link to that. If I wanted to, it would go directly to that website. Okay, another option I have is if I have my cursor in a spot where I want to link, I can just click on that link to URL and okay, we'll go with google.com, insert the link. But you see I didn't have any text already created. If I try to type before, it's not going to be part of that link. And so I can actually, it's a sneaky way, but you can just click in the middle of the word and put whatever you want and then delete the parts that you don't want, and it'll still go to that same link. So it's just kind of a sneaky way. Just click in. So if you accidentally, again, you create a new link and it has just random text or some blank text, click in the middle, add your text, and then delete the stuff by highlighting and deleting what you don't want. I find it easier just to type the text first, then link it to something. Now, if I don't like this as a link, I don't really want that to be part of the link, or let's say I don't want that part to be part of the link, I can always click on remove link. And now only that is the link. I can remove the whole thing as well. And so this doesn't link anywhere. It doesn't go to any other website. Sorry, the next one over is embed image. So let's click on that. Now you have the options to, if you know where an image is found on the internet, you can put the website in right there, the URL. You can choose the size as well. You can also, any images you have saved in Canvas, we'll talk about this one later. Or I find this one's useful right here. If you just click on the Flickr tab, they're Creative Commons images. That means you can use them for whatever. So let's say I want a picture of fire. There's not a lot of options, but it's decent. So click on that, say how big you want it. I want it 500 by 500. These are pixels, and update, and it throws that in there. Now the nice thing about Canvas too is that you can grab that picture and you can resize it how you'd like. It'll still keep the dimensions. Notice how I put in 500 by 500, but it's still keeping it the actual dimensions in proportion to what it should be. So I can make these images larger or smaller, and there you go. Another nice thing, here's a trick that we'll combine, is if we click on our image so that it's selected, you can see the little boxes. We can also make that image a link to something else. And now our image actually becomes a link. Let's see. This is not a pretty web page. There's our huge table. But our image now is a link. And if I click on that, it'll take me to Google. The next one over is insert math equation for math teachers or anyone who uses any sort of subscript or superscript. You can use any of these symbols and it will insert it. For example, if you're using square root, it even gives you boxes where you can put the correct numbers in that you would like. Whatever. You've got all these other options. I'm not going to go through all of them, but there you go. So that's how to insert a math equation. Once you have it how you'd like, insert that, and it puts it right in there, which becomes an object, like an image, and you can resize that if you need to, but the resolution's not super. So there you go. The next one over is really interesting. This is record or upload media. So this one right here, let's click on that. And it will ask for access to your microphone and your camera. You allow that, it'll connect. And then there we are. So this is a really nice way to be able to send an actual message to your students if you want to do an introduction or you want to help them with anything that they need to be seeing your face on. This is a great way to do that. And as you see, I haven't recorded anything, but I would just click this. Hello students, this is your introduction to this course and hope you love it. There we go, I clicked on the image again. Hello students, this is your introduction to this course and hope you love it. You can choose to save that. I'll go ahead and save it. And it will put it in there. This is a media comment. So now if I click save, so here's our page. There's my really huge table that I created with lots of padding. There's our image that's now a link. You can tell it's a link because down here in the corner it says it's going to google.com. There's my math equation and my video I just put right in there. So some really cool stuff going on. And if you ever need to go back in and edit your page, it's right here. All right. So you'll just click on that. It'll take you right back into the rich content editor and you can do whatever you need to change that. Another thing is that before you're done, if you ever want anybody else to see your page, you need to make sure it's published. So you simply just click this button and now it's published. That covers the rich content editor.